Hi, welcome to Trade Bitcoin or following my trades on Bitcoin. This is my first video in English and it sounds like shit and I probably can't listen this video myself ever and I will not edit this because of that. Uh, I'm not a financial advisor, so don't do anything you're not comfortable or doing yourself. I suggest you don't follow my moves because if you do, you will lose. Because there is a very slight chance you happen to have the same risk strategy than me, which is the most important thing when you trade. Okay, so if you follow me on Twitter, you probably don't get that much out of those tweets, why I do what I do, and what's the bigger picture I'm trading currently. Uh, but I will try to explain it here. Mm, and what was I supposed to say? Yes, I don't. But I still just suggest that you follow me on Twitter, and I also suggest you join our Discord group, which is linked below. It's free. It will always be free. At some point when I'm too tired, I will quit that Discord or leave there myself. But this is not now. It's not the time, or not in this year, anyhow. Mm, but if I get bored, yes. So join our Discord. It doesn't cost you anything. Mm, we have a nice group there, and so let's get to the point. Uh, I'm using. I have posted in Twitter my quick strategy guide on those tools I use to trade, which is Elliott waves and including Fibonacci, of course, because they are relevant part of it, and support and resistance zones and how I define them. I define them a little bit differently probably than all, but that's just how I used to trade in stocks where my roots are and they work there, so I applied them here and they work here actually even more precisely, which was weird at start. Okay, so I will not go very far back to our last year, but I go that far that we can see the last wave that I see as C wave. Uh, if you don't know what a C wave is from the ABC correction, then I suggest you go and learn Elliott wave somewhere, because if you don't, this whole video is probably waste of your time. Okay, so at the time we hit the 10k uh, on May was the time when we ended our B wave, in my opinion, and also it's possible that we ended the B wave in the 12k. It's basically irrelevant whether it's that or not, because if it's that, then it causes that this is the first wave of the C wave, and this is the second wave, and this is the starting of the third wave. So in any case, this whole purple one is the starting of something that I see having as 5 subwaves. But if the case is that this is the first wave down, that is the second, and that whole purple shit ending just below there is the subwaves of the third wave, it causes the Bitcoin going very low, and basically it's very hard to uh, tell where exactly. But let's concentrate on this purple structure, because in any case I see that this is currently relevant. Whether there is a bigger set behind that, then it doesn't change the fact how the purple wave structure goes. So the purple wave, as I see it, is 1C. I have marked it ending on the 1175. 1300 was my target at April last year, and I have lowered it based on the targets that have become more accurate as we have gone lower and the structure has changed. Uh, mm, this purple wave has 5 subwaves. By the way, I'm usually trying to be funny when I make these videos, but it's hard to do that in English. But I guess that the way I talk is funny enough. At least, at least my wife is looking at me with very strange eyes and trying not to laugh. Okay, so the green waves, what you see there, are the subwaves of the purple third wave. And mm, what I'm still uncertain is that, is the ending of the third green wave here, where was the lowest point last year, 3/1/21, 15 December, bottom, or is this not finished yet, this green 3? That is my question, and it depends. Mm, It depends on how far will this current structure we are in from December, and how high will it go. And we'll look into that more precisely soon. But I'll explain what it means if this is not how I have charted it. So if this ends on the 4,200 and we don't go higher, that was the top, and we go down, it means that this wave, this turquoise wave, God, I should have changed some other color which is easier to pronounce. Okay, this I I I should call it this sea colored sea colored Caribbean sea colored wave. Okay, not much better. This turquoise wave, 3 wave, it means if we go only to 4,200, then this third wave ends there, and that is turquoise 4, and the turquoise fifth wave will end approximately in 2,900. And I'm not sure. It depends. And that's why I'm not closing my short in any case, because I'm in no rush at if we go like 3,400, which I will tell you soon why I anticipate we are going there. I'm not closing it there because I'm uncertain, and I still know we are going lower in any case, and I'm concentrated on filling my shorts only. So it's not so important for me to close. I make bigger moves. They may last for days or for weeks. And my movement in fall took over 2 months. That was pretty pretty boring, but actually also relaxing. Uh, okay, so but if this goes to like 44,500, makes the last pump, or 4,700 or so, or possibly even higher. I don't think it will. Then that is the structure is like I have drawn it. I will go closer there so it doesn't look like this. Uh, soon. And that means that when we have gone there, we will dip near 2K. I'm still uncertain because it depends how high we will go. But at least it should at least go to near 2K and probably below it. And that will give us should give us a nice bounce to approximately 4K. Probably we will go lower. Not sure yet. It also depends what the bottom is. If it's like 1650, we will go lower. We will probably go like somewhere in this level, which is 3500, or this level, which will give us a nice resistance zone once we pierce this through at some point. And then I expect the last wave up, which will happen probably next summer, or by next fall, or next Christmas. I believe that this bear market will be over by this year. In any case, mm, although I'm not comparing this bear market to 2013 or 14, because every bear market is kind of different, and I see this as a kind of bigger correction. That's why you have to be very cautious if you are trying to catch uh, leveraged long from the $1,000, because it might it's always possible that it wicks like below $500, and if you are bought it using like 3x leverage from $1,000, means you get liquidated. So be cautious. Okay, now we get to go closer to the movements, what happened past month. uh, mm, 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 mm. There we go. I'll take the 4 hour chart. I don't go lower than uh, 1 hour what comes to trading. I go sometimes lower, but I don't trade lower time frames. So this is now the probable count. The one possibility, like I said, was that this is already ended, but for me it looks pretty strange as this would be ABC. In any case, this structure looks strange to me, which why I originally in Twitter drew it as as extended B flat, but it's going pretty pretty nicely in line with this. I can make 5 waves here, but in my opinion they look like shit, because I don't like wave 4 overlapping even with a slight slight peep. In my opinion, it's not allowed, but you can make it count like one, two, three, four, five. It looks terrible. Uh, but that's the best I've got. The other one is still the expanded B flat. But now I'm currently watching this one because it starts to play out nicely. We can then, when we are old, come back and to this wave structure and find the most beautiful solutions. And maybe maybe Sir Eliot has risen from the grave and tells us that you can wick the first wave. Okay, so this is how I see it. I see this is a wave, and this as ABC. And if this is ABC as being the B wave, and it's ABC, it means that it's very possible that the uh, C wave, this red C wave, this one, is one-to-one related to this A wave, or it's 0.618, or it's 1.618. Those are the common ones, or 1.272. Those are the most common ones, and uh, if it's the one on one, then we should end here what I tweeted about the target, and it's very confident about the thing that then we will form this nice blue flag as B wave. Remember, I don't like drawing structures as themselves. Structures are always, you can disagree, but you are you are wrong. Uh, Structures are uh, always they contain a wave structure in them. I don't mean structures like head and shoulders, for I don't see them as important, but some do and trade them successfully, and good for them, but I don't. But like bull flags, wedges, triangles and stuff, they always contain a wave structure in them which forms the structure. So when you draw a bull flag or bear flag or any kind of structure, you should, in my opinion, always define the wave structure in it. Then you can avoid false breakouts. Uh, at least they occur more seldom. Uh, it's something small is happening. It's nice. It would be very nice to reach the target while we are in this video, but I don't think I'm that lucky. Okay. So then when this happens, if this happens, and we don't just pierce through this and go below there, or make an 1.272 extension to below 3,300, which would be pretty ass move for us all, because we are not expecting that. There's also a small resistance point there, so it's also possible to go there. 1.618 is not possible because it will go below. Yes, it's it's possible. It is possible as extended B, but I don't I see it triggering so much shit that it won't 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 do that. It's possible, but it would be very strange. If it does that, I'm very happy because I get to close my current short position, which I'm about to close, starting to close at 3,100 and going all the way to 1,900. If we don't go up there, if we go up there, I won't close it until we have gone below 2,500. Okay, so if we go there, we are pretty near it, so it's okay to bounce basically now, but I don't think we will. Then we should go here. If this A and C is one-to-one relations to each other. And by the way, why I don't see this as a dump? Why it looks like corrective, even though it's what was looked like pretty aggressive move. It's pretty aggressive move, and the volume is low, and there's basically lesser hands to trade and catch stuff. So it moves faster in any direction. But you have to compare the volume. What has happened here? to the previous volumes, sell volume, what has happened there. So for example, this sell volume spike here, which everyone agrees that this was corrective. Now we have a smaller uh, now we have smaller volume than we have had there. So it's it's the reason why I also don't think we will dump very hard yet. We will, but not yet. So that was the reason for it. By the way, I think it is too soon to hit that target now. I'm expecting that in actually next 8 hours to happen. Not so soon. It should happen soon. Otherwise, this won't form a bull flag. Form something else. But let's see. And I don't also think that this looks like a bounce. It's correction. Also, what it's trying to do now. Okay, that's about it. Like I said, follow me on Discord. Like I have said in my Finnish videos, I'm a very sensitive person. So if I sound like shit, I hope you don't say it because I might cry. And then this will probably be the last video I make in English. You can criticize the charts, of course, even though I don't know what to criticize about them. Uh, if you criticize the target, I'm very delighted to have critic. Uh, but in any case, follow me on the Twitter and join our Discord. You can there chat with us live. There are other good traders there also in our Discord with different methods to trade. So join. Yes, thanks. Bye.